back and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a...
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin alongside my partner Charles Davis. And CD, you look at these LA Chargers, champions of the AFC, making just their second Super Bowl appearance. You remember they were blown out by the 49ers back in Super Bowl 29, but remember that was a much different team than this one.
And think about this team. If they can accomplish what they're setting out to do in this ball game, win a Super Bowl, they would enter their new building as the Super Bowl champions. This team has been around a while. It's moved a little bit, but here they are with a chance to take a Lombardi Trophy into their new facility. And think about them in the old days in the AFL and how great they were. They'd like to reclaim that glory as the champions of all of football.
Meanwhile, the LA Rams back in the Super Bowl after losing last year's game 13-3 to the Patriots in Atlanta, and they certainly are hoping that their offense is in tow this go-around.
And this is a franchise, having lost last year, all they talked about was getting back to this game and getting some redemption. And there have been teams who have done it in the past. The Cowboys did it Super Bowls 5 and 6. The Dolphins did it in Super Bowls 6 and 7. And more recently, New England did it in Super Bowls 52-53. You lose the first one, win the second one. The Rams believe this second one will be theirs.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Delta! Wait, 89!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They're 180! Black 15!
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rivers going to give it off to And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. On third down, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Thomas Davis with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot, for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Benjamin's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
I I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Dante Fowler in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's caught by Aguilar. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Golf will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Call. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 50. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown LA. Melvin Gordon, 94 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now he'll let it go deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually...
The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20, 10, touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Rivers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Gordon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
All right. Set 180. I got you. Pump. 180. You got that. Wait. You got that right there. Check. 6-6. Pull it.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. They find some open field here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Gurley again here on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
180. Check. Switch.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. And some room to maneuver. A big play there by Gordon. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a toss play to Eckler. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the... From the gun, Rivers. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Get ready. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Goff on 1st down. They'll find Everett there, complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Another carry now for Gurley. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Gurley. And some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, check Mike, 27. Maverick.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mike, 20. Now you won. Check Mike, 27. Check Mike, 27.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant